As the New World Order rages on with total control, students in Australia have to use their fingerprints to get into the bathroom. And in other not surprising news, conspiracy theorists have been saying for over a year that the New World Order is trying to get us to worship the environment over everything else. And what does the new king do? When he takes the throne, he becomes a climate king. I mean, you can tell the king is a good guy because look at who he hangs out with. Old Jizzy girl almost looks pretty for once there. Must have been before she sold her soul to the devil. And of course, more people randomly falling over ever since a medical procedure came out that has had people falling over. Is that for sure why this guy fell over? No, I don't know for sure, but it just fits with the actual narrative instead of the planned narrative.
In mid-October of 1964, kissing cousins Elizabeth and Philip paid a royal visit to a Catholic residential school for Aboriginal children in Kamloops, British Columbia, Canada. William Coombs was 12 years old at the time of the royal visit. "I was an inmate at the Kamloops school when we were visited," said Coombs. "I remember it was strange because they came by themselves. No big fanfare or nothing. But I recognized..."
Oh, so the type of schools where they found all of the native children's bodies. Okay.
"We all got given new clothes and good food for the first time in months the day before she arrived. The day the Queen got to the school, I was part of a group of kids that went on a picnic with her and her husband and some of the priests. We went down to a meadow near Dead Man's Creek. I remember it was weird because we all had to bend down and kiss her foot, and she was wearing a white lace boot. After a while, I saw the Queen and her husband leave the picnic with 10 children from the school, and those kids never returned."
Now I know what you're going to say. You're going to say that's a conspiracy theory, and that's true, it is, and it's an unproven one, okay? So YouTube, do not put me on here as putting out false information or whatever. I 100% state that this video cannot be backed up by true evidence at this point. Who knows what light will be shed on it later, right? But if we look at this video for what we see, we can easily deduce that this conspiracy could be true. And if you know the things about the elite pedophile rings like I do, if you've done your research on them, and you know wholeheartedly that these Satanists are out here hurting children, well then, it goes to say that likely this story is probably true, or at least some variation of it. Get ready for the next El Jabo push. Biden has purchased a whole bunch of them shots. Are you tired of having money in your bank account? Good news, if you're in the UK, you probably don't. Between the rising energy prices and the rising food prices. More propaganda that you aren't smart enough to determine the truth on your own, okay? Only those officials are smart enough to determine what is the truth. Conspiracy theorists have been saying for over a year that there are going to be blackouts worldwide, and that these blackouts are going to change the dynamic of our world, ushering in the New World Order. And so it begins. One example of this is customers in Colorado could not adjust the temperatures in their home, receiving a message from their electric company. Visa is set to categorize and flag certain gun sales, thinking that they can somehow prevent mass shootings by determining if a sale is suspicious. Let me ask you, what determines if that sale is suspicious? Okay, that gets into some very mushy things of taking rights away from people by just assuming that they're suspicious. For what attributes? Are they going to use social credit score to determine this? I'm sure it will be determined by that in the future. There's a billion reasons right now why one might need a bug out bag, And there's a reason why preppers are becoming more and more of a popular thing to be right now, because our world is going to hell in a handbasket. And this Colorado station decided to give out bug out bags and then denounce any potential emergencies that they could have in mind for it and any theories around it. I laugh every time I read this. They released this statement later regarding it. We have been made aware that a video is circulating social media by a conspiracy theory network alleging that our bug out bag giveaway for National Preparedness Month is a result of a known or expected disaster. We want to assure the community that the claims made in this video are unequivocally false. The mission of our office is to cultivate a safe, prepared, and resilient community. Every year for National Preparedness Month, we work to reach our community to increase emergency preparedness. Last year, we held an advocacy day with the Rockies, where we spent one day talking with people about preparedness. This year, we decided to use our resources differently by hosting educational fairs and by putting preparedness assets directly into the hands of people who may not be able to afford them otherwise. We want the Denver community to know that if we ever are aware of an imminent threat or disaster expected to occur, the first thing we would do is alert our community and the media, as your safety is our number one priority. Please check out our website to see the transparent ways we work to keep you safe, informed, and prepared. Also, be sure to prepare regardless of if you believe silly rumors or not. I mean, the response makes it more sketchy if you ask me. The fact that they have to get in there and denounce conspiracy theories and videos and whatnot. Like, why do you even care? Okay, just let the people theorize, okay? Because we're theorizing about stuff that they are holding back from us. They're not going to tell you about a disaster right away because we are in the middle of a conspiracy that involves population control and a new world order. Sure, they would like to get you prepared because it's their duty to warn you. It's their duty to try to prepare you in some manner, but no, they're not going to tell you the absolute instant that they know something is wrong. The rise of car-free cities. First California, looks like New York is next. And you will own nothing and you will be happy. Thanks for listening. Pound that like button and subscribe. See you soon.